Today we're gonna learn how to change this light into a Ken light. These are the things that we'll need. We'll need a Ken light that goes in the ceiling of 6 inches. We'll need it 6 inches in diameter, and we'll need a circle that is 6 inches in diameter. When you buy the Ken light, it'll come with that circle. So we can open the hole. We'll trace it around and open the hole. Here, and also we'll need the light bulb to put inside the Ken light. And we'll also need pins, and we'll need a flat head screwdriver, one of these knives to make the hole inside of the roof, to break the shear rock. We'll need this, and a knife, and a rim of the Ken light. So the visible part, a rim of the Ken light, and a marker to trace around the circle. And we'll also need this piece that is to organize the cables, to put the cables back there in the electric part of the Ken light. We can use these plastic ones or these metal ones, whichever one you think is better. We'll start with turning off the light, and then we take off the base of the light, the glass, the uninstalled light. Get it out of there. Then we take out the light bulbs, like so. And then it would also help us to take out the screws. Let's take off this part off, like this. This will pop off. And here, we already have the energy for the light to be able to disconnect the cables. So we have to disconnect the cables from the lamp that give the lamp energy. The white cables and the ground. And then now that we have them disconnected, now we're gonna take out the base that held the lamp in with a screwdriver. Take that out. And now we have this ready and now we're gonna remove the box that is inside because it won't work for us. So the electricity will be different for the Ken light. This is a plastic box that is held by some nails. This will help us to take out those of the flat screwdriver, so it'll help us to take them out. So we just, like this, we'll just pry it in like that. We just pry it out like so. Have to have some force with it so it can come off, because you don't want to break anything. So we have to be very careful and have some force with it, because this is useless for us. We don't need it. And now we're gonna take out the box, and then these pliers will help us to take it out. Then we'll just grab it like that. And then this is the part complicated of taking it out, because these cables are strangled with the box. So this is the complicated part for this part right here. It's a complicated part. So now we're about to take it out. If you're not able to take it out, you can just leave it there to the side, because it won't really it won't affect anything. So we're trying to take it out. And then it looks like it's coming out now. Okay, the box fell out, but a little piece fell out, but the circle will be bigger than it, so it doesn't really matter. Now we're going to, and I don't know if you can see, but there is a piece where the box was. So the circle, we're gonna make it on because there's a piece of wood that was where the box was. So now we're gonna make the circle away from where the box was. So now we're gonna put it on and we're gonna put the piece of paper on there, and then we are going to trace it around the circle, the edge of the circle, and then right there you can see that it has a little corner, but it doesn't, because there's an edge there that you can see, but the frame is going to cover it up, so you won't be able to see it. So now what we're gonna do with the saw is take it, just saw it out, saw at the Chiroc, and we do it like so. And now it just comes off like that. It just pops off. And now that you can see, it's a circle where the can light's gonna be inserted into. Okay, now the next step is to get our can light, and I don't know if you can see it, but right there, there's some little caps that we will be using the flathead screwdriver to take out. So yeah, we're gonna take them out, and there's 2 of them on every side. 2 there, 2 here, and 2 right, and 1 right there. So we're gonna take out the one that's more convenient for us. In this case, we're gonna take out the one in the side. Again, it will be any one that's more convenient for us. So here we're gonna get our flathead screwdriver, and as you can see here, you'll just put it in like so, and pop it off, and just do that, and then pop it off. And then there, that's how you take that little cap off. Now what we're gonna do is, as you can see here, there is a piece that's holding this right here. And now we're just gonna pull up and to be able to use it. And then in here, now we have cables that we're going to be using to for the light. And this plastic piece, we're gonna be using it. Remember, it was a metal or plastic piece. And then now we're gonna put that inside of the inside of that little hole that we just made. So we're gonna put it through the little hole like this. When it has a click, that's when you know it's inside. And then now the cables that we had, we're gonna put them through in there. I hope you can see it well. And here you can see that the cables that these cables that we had earlier, we just popped them through the plastic piece, and then we just put them in there, and now we have this. So it can be so you just have to pull them in and as long as we need, so we can actually use them. And in this case, we already had the tips already peeled off. And now what we're gonna do with these connections, we have a white cable, a black cable, and a normal cable. And then exactly like that, we'll connect them. Every piece in their place. And it's only just to put them in there. And then they just stay there. Put them in, and just put them in. Just do that. It's very simple to do. And there's the connection. And then now you just put the cables inside the little box, and then you put on the cap of the box. Put it on like so. And there, we're done. And now it's connected. And now the next step is to put it inside of the ceiling. So now we're just gonna push it in there, and then when it's good enough, you just pull it in, and then you see these little things right here. They all have to be. They have to be inside of the box, so it won't mess us up while we're putting it inside. Now that we're gonna put it inside of the ceiling, and then in there, and then we have it inside. These little legs will those are the things that are holding on the can light into the ceiling. So that's And then with the flathead screwdriver, you can just do it so. Just put it in, push them in, and then it hooks onto it. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the other ones. It's just essentially just to keep it in there. These little black things. We're just gonna put them in like this, and now it's all sturdy. And there's one that possibly might not be able to go in. This one because there's a piece of wood right next to it. And then it doesn't matter if one's left. You can just put in all the other ones. But in my case, these aren't working. I can't put that one in. So now four of them have been able to go inside, but one of them couldn't go inside because of the piece of wood. And now with 4, it's okay. We're all good. And then now it's ready. And now the lamp is ready. The can light is ready, and that's how easy it is to install it. So now what we're gonna do is put in the piece that the light goes inside. You have to put that in. And then, as you can see here, I'm touching it with my screwdriver. And this little thing is holding on to the base. And then some of them it doesn't work. So now what we have to do is take off the screw, the little screw. We have to take it out and hold on to it because we don't want to lose it. So now that we have this piece, this is the piece that was holding on to it. And then we have to put it on the base. And you have to do it in the back. It has some pieces. And you put them, and if you squeeze them with force, and now you just do it like that, and then they just go inside, and you have to put them in like so. Just do this, and then clips onto it. And then this red base is just there to help so it won't get dirty inside the connection. So you can take that off, and now we're gonna put that back inside, and then we're gonna get the little, and then put the base where it was, and now what we're going to do is push it up all the way that it can and put it to the top screw. Push it up all the way it can go, and then now put the little screw back on, little head on. Then we just do it like that. And then we have to put it on. Okay. I'm using one hand because I want you guys to see, but this is how you put it in. You just screw it in till it's tight enough. And then there. That's how we prepare the base now. And now it's all sturdy, and we should be good to go. And now we're going to put in the rim and the light bulb. So here I have, I put it here so I could show you how this works, how we put it. If you see here that there's some, and then these are the things that have to be put inside the base. So we just unhook it, and then you have to take them out of the rim first. Take them out like that. And then the part most closed is this one. And then this other one is like a hook. And then that one's a hook, and then you just connect that one in. But the one that's more closed, you have to put inside one of the holes. And then we're going to go there. And now I hope you can see this. Now there's a little hole here. and this little hole right here. And then on the other side, and on this other side, there's another one. There's two of them. And then that's where both of the little hooks have to go on. So now, we just put it like that. And put that one on here. Just hook that up on there. And then now both of the hooks are on there. And now on the rim, there is a this is the little part that's going to go inside of the base. So we're gonna put this one in first. Oh, we're gonna do it like that. You just do it like this, and then we're gonna put it inside. And then you put in the little holes. You just like put them on to where the little hooks are. And then you just connect the hooks to those little holes that are on the rim. And then you just pull it and put it on the little hole. Put it in the little hole of the rim. And then now we're gonna get the other one. And then you pull it and put it in, and then it hooks up like so. And then now what we're going to do is put in the light bulb. Simple as that. Just put it in like all normal light bulbs, and then boom, there it is. We are done. That is the final product. The Ken light done. And now we're gonna turn it on. There it is. Turns on. Our work here is done. So everything's done. We have everything installed correctly, properly. So yeah. I hope this has helped you, and please like, subscribe, and put a thumbs up, please. I hope I can see you I hope I can see you the next video. And goodbye from josereparatucasa.com.